You're finally free. No deadlines, no calls, no chaos. But your brain, it just won't stop spinning. You lie down to rest and suddenly every memory, every fear, every what if starts screaming at you. Let me tell you something that might change how you see yourself. You're not broken. You're just stuck in survival mode. Most people think rest is all about your body. But true rest, that's really about your nervous system. When your brain grows up in chaos, whether it's from big traumas, emotional neglect, or just constant stress, it learns to always be on high alert. We call this hypervigilance. Your mind becomes like a soldier, always ready for battle even when the war is over. That's why peace can feel uncomfortable. That's why stillness can make you panic. You weren't taught how to feel safe in quiet moments. So your brain starts scanning for danger, for failure, for rejection, even when everything is fine. Think about it. Every small sound, every random thought becomes something your brain feels it must check. It's like an internal alarm system that's stuck in on position. You might find yourself replaying conversations in your head trying to figure out what went wrong. You might overanalyze tiny details or always expect the worst. This isn't just about big dramatic past hurts. Even growing up in a home where things were unpredictable or with parents who weren't always emotionally consistent can wire your brain this way. So quiet moments aren't peaceful. They just feel like calm before the next storm. Your nervous system actually sees the absence of problems as the problem itself. Because it's so used to being on guard, it's like living next to a noisy train track for years. When the train finally stops, the silence feels strange, almost dangerous. Let's talk about overthinking. Many people think it means you're really smart, but most of the time it's actually a trauma response. You overthink because your nervous system doesn't trust the present moment. Maybe you had to constantly guess how people would react or learned that being perfect was the only way to feel safe. You weren't really overthinking, you were just over surviving. Here's a tough truth. You learned to wear yourself out just so you could feel like you deserve to rest. This isn't just about making simple lists or planning ahead. It's a never-ending loop in your mind. You might read an email 10 times before sending it or practice conversations endlessly in your head. You might obsess over past mistakes or always imagine the worst possible outcome. It's a desperate try to control everything. Because deep down, you believe if you don't keep strategizing, something bad will happen. You're just not thinking. You're defending yourself. You're just not analyzing. You're expecting pain. All this constant mental work exhausts you, leaving you drained. Yet, it's incredibly hard to stop because it's a habit that your brain picked up. The quiet of true rest feels scary, like a dangerous empty space where your brain fears being caught off guard. Now, let's add something else to the mix: dopamine burnout. Scrolling through social media, constant notifications, trying to do too many things at once. All this constant stimulation, your brain gets hooked on doing things because it's forgotten how to just be. When you try to sit still, you don't feel peaceful. Instead, you feel kind of a withdrawal. And listen, this isn't your fault. We live in a system that makes money from keeping you distracted. It wants you busy, confused, and tired. Because tired people don't question things or fight back. So your brain gets wired for chaos and it pushes away anything that feels too quiet to be real. Think about how many apps are designed to give you quick little hits of good feelings. A new like, a new comment, a breaking news update. Your brain starts craving these quick fixes. When they are not there, it feels uneasy. This constant stimulation makes you feel a low-level anxiety when you're not being stimulated. So when you finally get a quiet moment, instead of feeling relaxed, you feel a strong urge to grab your phone, to check something, to do something. It's not laziness, it's just your brain looking for its next quick fix. It's a distraction from the discomfort of stillness. This isn't a character flaw, it's how your brain has adapted to a world that rarely ever truly quiets down. Your system has been taught to see quiet as boring and boredom as a chance to feel anxious or unproductive. You're not lazy, you're simply just tired of pretending to be okay, tired of pushing through as if nothing has ever hurt you. Rest doesn't come easily to people who grew up in fight or flight mode. You had to earn love. You had to predict pain. You had to be strong even when you were breaking inside. Of course, your mind won't relax. It truly believes that relaxing means danger. This isn't just a mental block, it's a deep physical reaction. Your body remembers everything: the tight feeling in your shoulders, the clenching in your jaw, that persistent stomach ache. These are all signs from a nervous system that's still on high alert. You've been living in constant state of readiness, and that takes a massive toll on you. So when you finally get a chance to rest, your body and mind might fight against it, not because they are stubborn, but because they are doing what they learned to do to keep you safe. Giving yourself permission to rest isn't a luxury. It's a vital step towards healing and finding your own sense of peace. But here's the good news: your brain can rewire. Stillness can become safe again for you. It starts with simply being aware. It starts with giving yourself permission to rest without feeling guilty about it. You don't have to earn peace, you just have to allow it to be there. Because peace isn't about having no thoughts at all. It's the moment your thoughts don't feel like your enemies anymore. And you truly deserve that peace. If this message hit home for you, please hit that like button and subscribe to be a better you. Remember, you're not broken, you're just learning how to reparent your own nervous system. And that journey begins right now. See you in the next episode.